Well, good evening, everyone. My name's Beck, and I'd love to welcome you to our WA Create Your Own Freedom event. It's already the 6th of February 2018, which is hard to believe. If you're watching this event, someone that you know has thought that what we are doing might resonate with you or someone that you know. So thank you so much for taking the time to have a look at what we're doing. My husband and I have been involved in the Juice Plus business almost 2 years now. And in that time, it has really changed our finances and also changed our health, which is super exciting. As you know, the workplace is really changing. You only have to go to Coles or to the airport to see that jobs are being replaced by machines, and there's a lot of uncertainty around where our income is coming from. We're meeting heaps of people who are working more than one job just to sustain their basic bills, and we know that it's really hard to be healthy if you're financially stressed. So even if you're really good at your job these days, that's no guarantee that your employer can even keep you on. So for myself, 2 years ago, I was traveling around Australia in our caravan with our 2 kids and my husband. The whole idea of the trip was to spend time with my kids. It took us 7 years to conceive Hannah, and we lost 2 bubs along the way. So for me, it was really important to spend that quality time with them as they were growing up. But as you know, even when you're traveling in a caravan, you have expenses. So I really wanted to contribute to our bills, but I didn't want to go back and do supply teaching. It's quite hard to do relief teaching as you're moving around Australia, and to me that did not seem like fun. So I actually saw a post, my friend put up a post about Magic Beans, and I actually contacted her to see if she was doing something dodgy. And I found out about the products. And at that time, my health was in a big mess with four pregnancies and then 2 years on the road, being woken up so many times during the night. I was a bit of a wreck. I had eczema and ulcers in my mouth. Sorry, the eczema wasn't in my mouth. I had eczema on my legs, ulcers in my mouth, and I was just living off coffee trying to survive. So I was quick to jump on the products, and in the first 3 days I made a decision to join the business because I felt just my energy turn around. I felt like I could think straight for the first time in 5 years, and yeah, it was awesome. So it really ticked all the boxes for me in terms of a business as well, because my whole mission was to spend time with my kids. So this is something I did when they're asleep, and at night I'd chat to other mums at playgrounds, and I felt like I was there and present for my kids while I was earning money, which was awesome. I'm totally excited about this new chapter now. We've decided to settle in the southwest of WA, down in Dunsborough, and this business has sustained us to make that transition. It's quite hard to find work in the southwest, and yeah, this business is really providing some income until we get established in a business down here. My husband wants to set something up, which is cool. It gives him the opportunity to do that without pressure. So I'm really excited to share this with other mums and give them the opportunity to spend time with their children, because that time is just so precious and you never get it back. And I certainly don't want to live with regret myself, and I know lots of other mums don't want to live with that mummy guilt and just missing out on those precious moments. So tonight we're going to share with you some of our stories about how the products have really turned our health around, but also how the business is transforming our lives and giving us more choice in what we do and how we live our lives. So I'm super grateful that I saw that post that day, it's really been a turning point in my life, and I've grown so much as a person by saying yes to this business. So I'm going to hand over now to Carlina, and she's going to share with us a bit about our amazing products. So over to you, Carlina.
Oh, hi everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. So I get to talk to you about our amazing products. Juice Plus came into my life about 14 months ago now. And at the time, I had a lot of stress in my life. And as a result, I was neglecting not only mine, but also my family's health. And I was making really poor food choices. We certainly weren't getting the recommended 9 to 13 serves of fruits and vegetables in our diets every day. I was so run down and tired, and I was relying on Red Bull and chocolate to get me through the day. And my anxiety and stress got that bad that I was grinding my teeth in my sleep, and I actually snapped off my front tooth. So when I came across the products, there's my son. So when I came across the products, it just made complete sense to me that by flooding my body with fruits and vegetables, it was only going to help me. And this was a really super convenient and affordable way to do that. So within the first day of taking Juice Plus, I felt amazing. I had so much energy and I felt calm and happy for the first time in a really long time. And I'm happy to say that I haven't had nor needed a Red Bull since the day I started. My anxiety has also subsided and I no longer get stressed like I used to. Within a week of being on the products, each one of my kids came up to me and said, "Wow, Mum, you've completely changed. Like, you're not complaining about being sick and tired all the time and you're not yelling at us." And that was a huge turning point for me because I realized just how miserable I had been making their lives. So these are our capsules. We have our fruits, vegetables, and berries. And these help bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. And what I love best about this is that the ingredients list is real food, so you can actually understand what's in there. There's over 30 different fruits and veggies in these capsules. So the product has been around for 25 years, and Juice Plus knew that kale was cool 25 years ago. They're actually the largest growers of kale in the world. The produce is grown on proprietary farms, and we have records of these farms going back 3 generations to show that the produce is GMO-free. The produce is grown exclusively for the Juice Plus company and is grown using organic principles. The produce is picked at its peak ripeness when it's most nutrient dense, and it's taken straight to a processing plant, and it's not cold stored like our supermarket produce, and it's put into giant blenders and is then pulped. So we actually keep in the fibre, so the skin, the pip, everything, and then it's dehydrated at a really low temperature to avoid damaging the nutrients and enzymes. It's then brought down to a powder, so you have a concentrated whole food nutrition. So when we remove all the water, most of the sugars and salts come out as well, which is great for people on low sugar diets. It's then put into a vegan capsule. Sorry, I've got my son poking me. Just wait, babe. It's then put into a vegan capsule to avoid, sorry, I lost my train of thought, to preserve all the enzymes and avoid oxidization. The produce is tested to 1 millionth herbicide and pesticide free. It's considered yeast-free, mold-free, bacteria-free. It's super clean. In fact, it's probably cleaner than organic eating because I don't know that the farmers that I buy my organic produce from are testing their end result. And who knows if sprays have blown over from neighbouring farms. Our newest addition to the Juice Plus family is our plant-based omegas. Now, I don't know about you, but I could not stand the taste of fish oil, and nor could my kids. So this product is great for people like us to get our omega-3s. Now, what we've done is we've actually cut out the middle fish and we've gone straight to the source that the fish get their omegas from. It's all cold-pressed plant-based omegas, and some of the ingredients include pomegranate seed oil, sea buckthorn fruit oil, raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, and safflower seed oil. And I know that from doing some of my own research that these ingredients actually contain naturally occurring omegas such as 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you're getting the whole range of omegas. Now my kids can actually chew these up because they're flavoured with vanilla and orange oil and rosemary oil, and there's no yucky, fishy aftertaste or smell. So Juice Plus is actually the most researched nutraceutical in the world, and the research and science behind this product is amazing, with around 38 peer-reviewed gold standard clinical studies, which are all published in pharmaceutical grade research, so it's completely backed by science. Now, I don't have time to go into all the research right now, but the 2 standouts for me are that the product has been proven to increase your immune system and decrease inflammation. So disease and illness is a form of inflammation. So by eating more fruits and vegetables, you're decreasing your chance of disease, which means a better immune system. The other standout for me is that the product is safe. So if you can eat fruits and vegetables, you can take Juice Plus. It's even safe if you're pregnant, feeding, and for kids of all ages. Now, something I get asked quite often is, what's the difference between Juice Plus and a supplement? A supplement is fraction nutrients and usually synthetically derived. Now, our bodies can't absorb anything synthetic, which is why we get that bright yellow disco coloured whey, because some of it will just simply pass out of the body. Our product is bioavailable, so because it's whole food, our body recognises it and it's absorbed straight into the bloodstream within 5 minutes, and none of it is wasted. We also have a children's chewable version, which is completely natural with no nasties or fillers. And they're actually made with fruit pectins to give them that gummy consistency. Some natural sugars have also been added because, as you can imagine, once you remove the sugars from things like broccoli and kale, they don't taste that great. So they've been sweetened with a tapioca syrup. Now, it's only around 1.5 grams per child serve. So when you compare this to a banana has around 17 grams of sugar. So it's actually really low in comparison. The best part is when you're taking the product, you get to sponsor a child for free between the age of 4 to 18. And they become part of a worldwide health study, which has over 1 million kids taking part so far. My kids love these and are craving more fruits and vegetables as a result. And for 2 of my children, they've gone from being in wet wraps and using steroid creams for eczema to being eczema-free in just 4 weeks into using our products. The other amazing product that we have is our complete powders. Now, these are a vegan protein powder with a list of superfoods, including broccoli sprouts, spirulina, mushroom powder, ancient grains, and the list goes on. It's put into convenient sachets to preserve the enzymes, and it's approved by the Therapeutic Goods Association. So it's a perfect blend of your good fats, protein, and complex carbohydrates. So these are your macronutrients, and the capsules are your micronutrients. Your body needs both of these to run efficiently. My kids and I have one of these blended up as a smoothie each day on the way to school with some fruit. And it's a great feeling to know that they're heading off to school with healthy, happy tummies and they think they're just having a chocolate or vanilla shake. So when you combine the powder with the capsules, you're getting around 70 plant-based ingredients into your diet every day. And that would be really difficult without these products. I also love that when you're on the products, you get a lifetime membership for free into our Whole Foods Healthy Lifestyle program, the Juicy Body Transformation. So this is an online program created by Kira Westwick, who was a top 10 contestant on MasterChef back in 2014. It's loaded with hundreds of family-friendly, healthy recipes. And we also have things like meal plans, shopping guides. We have a shred component for those that want to lose weight, Thermomix guide, and then we have wellness guides like gratitude programs. So there's so much support. We have an amazing online community. And what I love best is that there's no calorie counting and no deprivation. It's all about eating real food and creating healthy cultures in the home, which is something that I'm super passionate about. So that's all from me tonight. I'm now going to hand you over to Lisa. So over to you, Lisa.
Thanks, Carlina. Hi, everyone. I'm really grateful to be able to share my story about using the Juice Plus products. My life has always been full of sport, always been active, busy, playing sports, all sorts of different sport. And now that I'm getting on in years, that active lifestyle has definitely taken a toll, and my body has developed arthritis. 2 months ago, or 2 months prior to surgery, I was booked in for surgery and started taking the product. So 8 weeks of using the capsules has meant that I no longer have to have that surgery. The inflammation has completely subsided, and pain is almost, it's just, might as well just be gone. It's not even, it's only some days that I actually feel anything. So really grateful to be able to have those products in my life, both the capsules and the shakes, and take both of those and make sure that my body's full of all of those nourishing ingredients. I'll never stop taking the capsules. It won't be anything. I just want to be able to keep up with my kids and continue with that active lifestyle. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased to have discovered the product and will continue to use it. So thanks very much. Back to you, Beck.
Thanks so much. I love hearing your stories about how the products helped your health and given you energy and just helping you be better mums as well. I'm going to hand over now to Celeste. She's going to share with us a bit about her product story. So over to you, Celeste.
Thanks, Beck. So I've been on Juice Plus now for probably about 6 months. And before I started taking the products, I was just, really exhausted after having Maisie, having to have naps pretty much every time she slept. I've always suffered from really bad gut health. I was getting regular headaches, had chronic back and neck pain, and just, pretty moody and just struggling to sort of stay awake, and my sugar cravings have always been pretty bad, but they were sort of at their peak at that time. And I started taking the products and felt better within a few days. I'm now sleeping better than I ever have. I don't even notice, these are things that I'm noticing over the months of taking them. I don't get any mood swings or cramps when I'm getting my menstrual cycle, which used to be quite bad. The chronic back and neck pain that I always suffered from has gone, and I was getting regular treatment, whether it be a massage or chiropractor weekly. I don't have to see anyone anymore, which is, to me, it's a big saving in money and time. I don't have that brain fog that Beck mentioned. I can always think clearly, and I'm sort of springing out of bed in the morning. And instead of going for a nap in the afternoon, I'm often going for a run now, which I've just got energy until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So much like Lisa's story, my partner started taking the products probably a few months ago now too, and he was looking at neck surgery prior to that time and popping painkillers all day, and he doesn't take any painkillers anymore. He doesn't need to have the operation on his neck, and it's just changed his life. Someone that looks healthy on the outside, he wasn't really that healthy on the inside. So we're forever grateful for taking the products and just excited to keep sharing them with people. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Celeste. Wow, that's an amazing story for both you and your hubby. I just love hearing these stories. It's so awesome to hear what our products are doing and how they're literally saving people money and just creating such quality of life for people. So often in a business that is online, people have skepticisms or questions around how it works. And I know we get asked the same questions a lot. So I'm going to ask Jess now to come on and just talk about two of the main questions that we are asked. So over to you, Jess.
Thanks, Beck. I find a lot of people have misconceptions about this business, and one of those things is this a pyramid scheme? Pyramid schemes were actually made illegal 40 years ago, and Juice Plus has been around for nearly 30 years, and it's in 27 different countries around the world. So you would have thought they would have been found out if they were doing the wrong thing. Even though pyramid schemes are illegal, it seems most traditional business have a pretty similar structure. I'll use the company I work for as an example. So I work for a large mining company, and my position was in the exploration department as a field technician. And when I started, there was probably between 10 to 100 people in that position, depending on the time of the year it was. And within the 5 years that I worked for the company, I did actually make a couple of promotions. But as I worked my way up, the position less and less. And I realised, there was no way that I was ever going to make it up to CEO, or there was just no way that was going to happen. This business is a lot more like a rectangle. Everyone has the same opportunity. They all start this business as a virtual franchisee, and there's unlimited positions. And the best bit is it's only $165. And to make your way up to National Marketing Director, which is the pinnacle position, the only way you can get there is by helping one another. There's no, unlike traditional business where you have to step over people, you know, the quickest way to get up to NMD is, by helping one another, which is pretty awesome. The other thing is, which is pretty amazing, is that there's no cap on the rectangle, because once you hit that pinnacle position, there's no cap on the potential earning, which is even more exciting. And, you know, this business, there's no competition and you can grow it at whatever pace you like. One of the other misconceptions people have is, do I need to know lots of people? I'll give how I got into this business. I'll share how I got into this business. So I started off by finding out about the business through Facebook, and I met lovely Carlina. I also shared the business with Celeste, and, you know, she shared the business with her brother Kane and Yanni. You know, and Carlina has shared the business with a few people, and Brian introduced her to the business. And as you can see, the business is organically growing, and the only person I knew before was my friend Celeste. So, you know, you really don't need to hunt down your friends and family to make this business work. It organically starts growing. And that's all. Thanks. I'll hand over to Lisa now, and she'll tell us a bit about how we get paid. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Jess. I'm going to talk to you about how we get paid, which is what I love to talk about, mainly because it's a direct reflection on how many people we have helped. I also believe that it's really hard and truly hard to be truly healthy if you have financial stress in your life. So there are 3 ways that we get paid in this business. The first is retail. This is the money that you make on customer sales and your team sales. And the best thing about this business is that we just need to connect our customers to Juice Plus, who do the rest. They handle the payment and ship the product directly to the customer. Unlike lots of other businesses, we don't have to hold stock, purchase stock, or run parties or anything like that. There's only a small startup fee and there are no monthly minimums. We're in the business of recommending people to Juice Plus, just like you would do if you'd seen a great movie or read a great book. We let head office do the rest. Once I got started, I realised I could actually grow the business in 27 countries around the world, unlike our traditional businesses. The second way we get paid is by commission. This is the residual income or the passive income in a business. As your customer base grows, as your team grows, and you grow momentum, you start to earn good money. This is what we like to call the beach money, because you could be sitting on a beach somewhere, sipping a cocktail, and still have money land in your bank account. The bonuses is the last one bit I love. There's not too many businesses, jobs these days that give you bonuses, but they are a huge part of our business, especially to encourage and support us as we begin our journey and reach different levels, and also as we help our team achieve levels in the business. We receive bonuses to encourage us. So there are 3 ways, fantastic ways to earn an income from being a Juice Plus franchisee. Any questions? Reach out to the person who has invited you to join us today. Now, hand you back to Beck. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much. I just love that we can earn money in 3 different ways. It's super exciting. And I remember when I was in the caravan, I was off the grid for a month, no phone reception at all. And I still got a check that month for 800 and something bucks based on my customers and what my team was doing. So that's super exciting. I don't know any other job that has that kind of potential. So, now we're going to move, we're going to hear from a couple of people who want to talk about their business. So I'm going to hand over to Rach, and she's going to share about why she loves her business and what she's excited about. Over to you, Rach.
Thanks, Beck. Well, it's super exciting to be on and sharing about, what life was like before Juice Plus for me. Well, I'm a single mum. I work full-time as a nurse educator. And for me, financially, life was tough. So I was basically scraping from payday to payday, trying to meet all the bills and school fees and medical expenses that I needed for my son. And Juice Plus came into my life, and now I guess I'm working to replace my full-time income and do this all the time, because it's the most positive job I've ever done. I'm surrounded by like-minded people, and I just love the environment that I'm growing my business in. What I love about it is it's flexible. So I'm actually sitting in the study at my friend's house because I've just been to a parent-teacher interview. She's looked after my son for me while I've done that, and I'm just doing it on the fly because I'm between home and here. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you've got Wi-Fi, you can do this business. So super flexible, and I just love that it's helping me pay my household bills. I was able to buy tickets to see Adele last year, and we also were able to buy kayaks. So we're starting to be able to dream again and look into the future with hope. So it's super exciting for anyone who's looking for a new opportunity or looking to be able to think bigger than what their current situation is. So it's just been such a blessing to me, and I'm so grateful to share about it tonight. Thanks, Beck. I'm going to introduce you back to Jess to share her business story, which is different to mine, but still amazing. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Beck. Oh, sorry, Rach. I started this business. I came into this business through seeing a post on Facebook. I'm currently a mum of a 1.5-year-old, and my husband and I have been quite financially stressed. So, and I'm currently on extended maternity leave also. So, yeah, my husband and I have been pretty financially stressed, and the thought of me having to go back to 2-in-1 FIFO and, leaving my daughter at home in full-time care is pretty scary. And I would love to be able to bring my husband home as well. It's quite hard having him away. And I'm so excited that this business came into my life because it's given me that opportunity to, be a stay-at-home mum, which is what I always wanted to do, and, potentially replace my husband's income in the future, which is even more exciting. So I'll hand back to Beck. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Jess. Oh, I love hearing all these stories. It just is so exciting. Thank you to everyone who shared tonight and shared from your heart about the changes in your life. And as you have heard, this makes a profound change in your health and in your finances. So I'm really excited to be able to share this with people that I bump into in my sphere of influence. And I'm excited to walk a path with people who want to dream big, people who want to do life differently and have more choices and be able to bless others because we have that financial freedom. So it really is an exciting journey that we're on. I thank you guys for listening in and watching this right through to the end. I just encourage you that if you do have questions, I know I had lots of different questions running through my head when I first heard about this. If you do, just get them answered, and this could be what you've been looking for. The great thing is you don't need a specific set of skills. You just need to be able to dream big, to step out of your comfort zone and to take that first step. So we teach you everything you need to know. You just need to come willing to give it a go. So if it's for you, I look forward to meeting you And thank you so much again for taking the time to watch what we're doing. Thanks and have a great night.